the smoke billows and can be seen from afar. According to the residents of the area, the fire started at about 10:40 a.m. The chaos of the early scene is captured by eyewitnesses as the traders are thrown into a state of confusion. With the complement of emergency management officials, firemen continue to mount pressure in an attempt to see off the fire.
When the fire incident occurred and it affected a generator that they are loading, that they are fueling, what they did was that they, instead of them to put out the fire, to limit the fire to that generator, they threw the fire out. In the process of throwing the fire out, it involved other properties.
The fire has already affected 14 buildings now, both severe and partial effect. 14 has worked well, but the fire is under control now.
This area of the Lagos Island has always been known to always have a reoccurrence of fire outbreak. Now, the cause of this was traced to a refueling of a generator at the penthouse of a 3-story building complex, which is also housing a printing shop with chemical contents all around. And one thing I noticed about this area is that the building congestion is too much. Like if a particular building is affected by a fire accident, it spread to other buildings because there is no breakage in these buildings. And even if the firefighters want to put out a particular fire, it's always difficult for them to navigate all through the terrains of these buildings. Come to think of the ventilation, it is always difficult for free air to go into these buildings because everywhere is congested.
The major challenge was water, and we were able to secure replenishment center from National Port Authority MP not far away from here, and that's why the fire is totally under control. We know the number of shops, number of traders, and other statistics that are necessary. However, the most important thing is we have been bringing it to them. They need safety measures, insurance coverage, and fire marshals in strategic positions. Like the fire started there around 10, and that fire ought to have been managed by them, not going out of hand.
Ifeanyi store has gone down. Another building where his goods are stored is still standing, but badly affected. He watches as his men try to salvage some of the items stored in the building.
My boys called me that something is happening in Dosumu. So I asked them what is it. They said this fire is burning everywhere. Before I rushed down to this place, all my shop has finished. And even of my warehouse here also has finished. Nothing come out from there. I think the way they are building a house in this Lagos Island is, I believe, is too much. It's too congested, and there's no space. Once this thing is affecting one building, it must affect other ones.
Estimates of the properties destroyed in this inferno has not been ascertained at the time of this report. However, it is clear that authorities need to do more to forestall a recurrence of similar disaster in Lagos Island.
And other than what happened here today?
Well, the distress alert only stated one building that was a sort of crash, fire explosion from a building. We thought it was a small thing. We rolled out fire service to come in. So the first 3 fire appliances that got their fire water exhausted. From there, before they replenished and come back, the fire had spread to other places. So more fire stations and appliances had to be rolled up. As times was on, the building was spreading continuously. And as of now, more than 14 buildings have been counted to be engulfed with fire. 2 of them, more than 14, 2 of them have gone down. The recent one that just came down was the one that the fire started from. But so far so good, no injury or casualty have been recorded so far.
Okay, so what do you think might be the cause of this one that collapsed?
Well, we cannot categorically affirm the rumor, but the single rumor that has been going around was that a printer located in the other building, the very last building that collapsed, was trying to refuel its generator while the generator was on, and from there we didn't know what happened. It started fire, and when the fire started, we really don't know. For the fire to move out, some of them allege that there are explosives around the building. The one that happened yesterday, the allegation was that a lot of generators are stored in 1 or 2, 3 buildings. More than 30, 40 generators are being kept. Assorted generators are being kept, and this is a fire. Then where you have stores, although where you don't have ventilations, is also a fuel for fire to expand. So these are some of the causes that people are talking about, but we have not affirmed that.
How has so far been emergency management as regards ensuring the people do not go near?
Well, the crowd control, we are managing it, though not to the satisfactory state, because some of the people are still trying to salvage 1 or 2, 3 things, despite the threat to their safety. But we are managing it. The disaster management unit of the Nigerian Police Lagos Command is here with me and is hearing it. So we are managing the situation, and more men will be deployed. We have spoken with the CP. CP is deploying more men to take control of the area.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.